California, stay away from here. Stay away from here now. Don't come in here. Whatever you hear, stay away. John Doe has the upper hand.
What's in the box?
Greetings, everyone. Steve, Paracords of Kindness. How you doing today? Hopefully your weaving's been happy. Once again, it's time for another edition of What's in the Box? Before we get to this, I figure I'll just talk with you for a little bit. Tell you what I've been doing, what's been going on, what I've been working on, you know, that kind of stuff. Let me say this. Hey, leave some comments below on this. How do you guys store the bracelets you make? I'll say this, I don't do a lot of like craft shows and things like that, like local craft shows. Most of my sales are online. I have one customer, he's a repeat customer, I'll just say that. Won't mention any names or anything like that. He's a collector. So he frequently gets things from me. And a lot of what I make is specifically for him. So I order a lot of stuff, you know, that fits his taste. I know what he likes. We've discussed this, you know, and I've built a relationship with this customer over time. So I know what he likes, things like that. And that's some of what's in the package. But also, me personally, I make a lot of these bracelets, and, you know, just like the rest of us, we got all these bracelets and we want to store them. So how do you guys store your bracelets? Do you have like specialty built racks, or, you know, made out of PVC, or, you know, whatever like that? I know you can go buy things at the craft store, that bracelet displays and stuff like that, but me personally, I could make something. And I've been thinking about maybe making something out of PVC down here for my shop. Not anything to be fancy to you know, display or anything, just simply to display them. I don't need a fancy display. But I've been thinking about that, you know, building something like that. But what do you guys use? What do all my subscribers use? You know, leave some comments below. Okay, with that said, what I've ordered today, I'll show you what I've been working on. I'll say this, for those who don't know, you follow me on Instagram and or in the Facebook pages and, you know, Facebook groups and various social media sites. You often see me post a lot of things that are in this color scheme: olive drab, maroon, and gold. There's a tutorial on my playlist on this one, which I most likely need to redo. But this is, what is this? A stitched advanced mated Solomon, right? Tutorials for these. I'll put the tutorial for these in the description below. Stitched mated, or a stitched side step, and a stitched modified Trilobite. It takes me a second to remember the names. Here's one I did recently. This is an orca jawbone, and I put some stitching in it. It's kind of hard to see here. Yeah, there we go. It's black with imperial red stitching, and the accent running through the middle is black and imperial red shockwave. Which I got that. I've had some people ask me about that because I come across it at Paracord EU, which is based out of Europe. I couldn't find it anywhere here in the States, which, you know, I do order stuff from them on occasion. In fact, I should have a package coming in sometime in the beginning of next week from them. Just a bunch of buckles, a little bit of cord, mostly buckles. That's where I get a lot of these tactical buckles people always ask me about. But I do, where I was going with this, I do a lot of stuff in this olive drab, maroon, and gold color thing. These are like my favorite colors. And for those who don't know, I was in the U.S. Marine Corps, from, 92 to 96. So, you know, it's been a while. But I still have that military mindset. And that, for some reason, that's not Marine colors or anything like that, but it just has that military feel. Makes you think of the green uniform with, like, you know, gold edging or piping or whatever. And, you know, it just makes me think of a military uniform. That's what I get. But I'll say this, too. I wear a lot of this, you know, thermal undershirt, which is in a maroon, and here's an olive-colored shirt. So, right, you know, it kind of matches. It matches, right? But these are my, you know, if you ever see me post a picture of something like this, this one I made for myself. That's how you can tell. But with all that said, I've ordered, like I was saying, I know I'm kind of scattershot here. This collector of mine, I've kind of tried to expand his color palette into new areas. And I've been making him some stuff kind of like this. If you look, see, I did this one for me. This is that olive and maroon and gold. If it'll focus there, you can kind of see it. Yeah, there we go. Right? But I've been expanding this guy's palette, so to speak, into this stealth olive is what this side is. And then this is olive and black shockwave. And I've been using a lot of those darker olive colors to make stuff for him. So in my package this week, you know, it's going to be stuff I most likely use for myself and that I use for him. But a lot of it is multicolored cords with that olive and black kind of, you know, themed colors in various patterns. That's what a lot of this is. And then I just got some, whatever. But let's open it up. Let's check it out, man. I know that's what y'all are here to see. These new colors. Let me see. And I'll say this. Let's put that over. I'll say this. I got this. I'll tell you. I have no problem telling you where I order stuff from. I got this from Paracord Galaxy. And I have noticed that they send their stuff priority mail. Pretty much if you order from them, it comes priority mail, which is 2 days. I ordered this on Thursday afternoon. Thursday morning, I think, is actually when I ordered it. Thursday morning sometime, and it showed up today. Which I didn't think it was going to show up today. I figured it was going to be here Monday just because of the weekend and the holiday traffic and all that. And lo and behold, I had an email and it said, your package is delivered. I'm like, oh, okay. Which, you know, hey, that's great. And get this open. And they cram this stuff in here. But I'll show you what I've got. I'll show you some of these colors. And I know it doesn't do any justice. Like I tell people all the time, you can look at that picture on that Paracord Suppliers website, and to be honest, it's not going to give you a true of what the cord looks like. You know, because of the lighting and all that kind of stuff. Did they, you know, this picture of this cord, they may have taken from this angle and the lighting was this way. Well, this picture of this different kind of cord, different color cord, they may have taken it from a different angle and the lighting was different. So, across the board, their pictures aren't going to be true to what the cord actually looks like. Hence why, a lot of times, I'll just order a 100-foot hang. I mean, it's not that expensive. $7, $8, $9, depending on, you know, where you order it from. And just get it in hand and see it. And I can see it for myself. I get a relative idea of what it looks like through the picture, but a lot of times I just order it. But let's see what we got. Oh man, there's a lot of stuff in here. They crammed a lot. Some of this is refills. Basic gold, $5.50, top 3 gold. That's some refill right there. I use it on occasion. And, you know, some of these right here, top thing. Most time I do the stitching in this gold. I use more gold micro cord, I think, than I do anything else. But I do use the top 3 gold on occasion. And it's a good color to have because it can go with anything. Let's see, what is this one? Oh yeah, this is I love this. I love telling this story. This is called Royal Blue Indigo Nights. It's kind of got an indigo, which means purple or violet. Just a little bit, not much. I've used this one here. I'll see if I can. Let me pull this out and I'll show you. Where's it at? Right right down here. I do these colors. I do often together. They kind of have a Superman feel to me. It's burgundy, and then this is that Indigo Night, and I've stitched it in gold. I've got a YouTube tutorial for this one. It's I can't remember if it's the stitching or the bracelet. I think I'll show you how to do the stitching, but it's an eccentric fishtail. I know I got a video on how to do that stitching right there. But that's that Indigo Night. So I'll get to that. Here's the funny story. When they first got it a while back, they put it on their website, and it said Royal Blue Indigo. I-N-D-A-G-O. Indigo Nights. And I was like, what is that? Indigo? And I went and I'm like, what does that word mean? I've never heard that word before. I'm like, what does that mean? Maybe that has some relevance to the color that I'm seeing. You know, so I went and looked it up, and I'm like, Google spits back like Latin and Spanish, and I'm like, yeah, I don't think that has anything to do with this color. I'm like, what's going on? Well, I ordered it, and I got it, and I've got, let's see, they got one in here, yeah. When you order from this company, they will always, my goodness, they folded it up this time. They always put you an invoice in there, which I like. They print it out, and they put in there what you got. And I like that, because I keep these for my records. Well, on that invoice, it says Royal Blue Indigo Nights. And I was telling my wife about that. She said, don't you mean Indigo Nights? And I'm like, no, it's Indigo. She's like, what? I said, don't ask me, but that's what it says. And it was labeled on their website and on the invoice as Indigo. I-N-D-A-G-O Nights. Okay, whatever. Well, I reordered it, you know, a month or so later when I needed some more, and I noticed on their website they had changed it to Indigo Nights. So I'm assuming that when they first put it on their website, whoever did it just made a typo, just spelled it wrong. Honest mistake, but it was in their system as Indigo Nights. You go look now on their website and it says Indigo Nights, which has been corrected, but I've still got an invoice where it says Indigo Nights. And I showed my wife. She's like, no. I said, look, right there. She's like, oh, it does say that. I said, exactly. But after they corrected and changed it on their website, I told her, I said, yeah, they meant to say Indigo Nights. I said, because they went back and changed it on their website, which I think is kind of funny. Okay, so here's my funny anecdote. Let's see, what else do we got? Here's one I got. I like the blues. Customer likes the blues, and this one is it says it's blue, and it's got like white and black. I guess that's like a little spiral. Is that what that is? Like a little spiral pattern going around. What is this called? Stargate. That's what this one's called. Now the website says it's blue, but it kind of looks like a colonial blue. All right, that's what it looks like to me. Either way, it doesn't matter. It's very. I'm gonna use this for something. The blues. People love the blues. I post a picture of one of these on social medias, and it usually gets a lot of likes with that blue color. All right, the rest of them. Let's see. Here's one. Here's some of this Stealth Olive, which is a polyester cord. Hence why it's from Atwood. Atwood makes nothing but polyester. I have nothing against polyester. Just for those who don't know. Atwood, all Atwood's products are polyester. Everything they make is polyester. But it's like olive, like, I said this in one of my other videos. What olive drab is to olive, Stealth Olive is to olive drab. It's that much darker. You see what I'm saying? And when I first bought this, and I was sitting there looking at it, I was like, that looks black. I said, honestly, it looks black. Until I walked over there to my inventory and I started holding it up to the other colors. That's when I could tell. No, it's green. It's actually got a green tint to it. If you can see it, this is black and this is, so you can't quite see it in that video right there. But it does. It's green. It's not showing up on camera very well, but I'm telling you, I can see that it's got a green albeit it's very, very shaded green, but it is green. But that's just simply a refill. Now, the rest of these, here's the one I got. What is this? Dark Hunter Green, which is polyester. And to be honest, I'm not fond of polyester microcord. But this is the only way you can get this dark green. I'm thinking maybe this dark green. I've got a couple of other greens like emerald green, Kelly green, olive, moss, olive drab. But that emerald and Kelly green doesn't really go with this this green theme that I do a lot. The olive type color palette, if you will. And I figured I might be able to use that in one of them, maybe, because it's a little bit darker. But we'll see. And plus, I've got the 550 in this, and I normally, if I buy it in 550, I'll usually try to get a micro. If they make the same color in a micro, I'll usually try to have both. That way, you have more options on things. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's that. What is that? Dark Hunter Green. I think that's what it's called. Let me make sure. Well, on here it's labeled as Hunter Green. I want to say on the website it actually said Dark Hunter Green. Either way, it doesn't matter. It's Hunter Green. It's very dark green. Not quite as dark as the Stealth Olive, but it's pretty dark. Okay, now, these are some new ones that I got. And I don't remember exactly which one's which. This one I know, this one is called Amazon, is it Amazon or Amazon? Amazon Jungle, and it's a diamond pattern. And it's got like, it's kind of hard to see, but it's kind of like a gold. And I want to say that, is it emerald green or hunter green? I don't remember. Let me see. Give me a second and I'll actually pull it up on the web page because they actually give you a description of what it is. Give me just a second. I should already have, for the most part, when I order something, I usually keep a tab open on my browser until it arrives. That's just a reminder, hey, you got something coming. Okay, it says made with tan and green with olive diamonds. Okay, yeah, I guess that's what it is now. You can see that now. Got a tan background. It says tan and green. Where would the green be? Yeah, it's got a little bit of green in there. But yeah, you can see the olive diamonds. It kind of goes into this whole olive type, this whole color range palette type thing. And I'm really liking these. I made one. I've already shipped it to a customer. Now let's see, which one of these is these? I got two more here. One is called Comanche, and one is called, ooh, that one looks pretty good. Both of those are good green looking colors. Let me see here. Let's see. Okay, this one is olive drab and moss camo. You can see this. It's just like your basic camo looking pattern, and I'm sorry folks, I don't like taking these out of the package until I get ready to actually store it up, because I'm down here in an actual working shop and things kind of tend to get dust and damaged and stuff like that, so I'll leave it wrapped up. That's mine. But it's olive, drab, and moss. That was pretty good. But this one right here, I like this one because it's really dark. This is what is called Comanche. let me see. I want to say it's black and olive drab in like some sort of spiral looking pattern. Here, let me look again. And I'll tell you exactly what it is. Olive green and black in a spiral pattern. And yes, being Atwood is polyester. But yeah, that one looks good right there. Yeah. That kind of, it's got this, oh, sorry, I'm all out of frame. That one right there, it's got the same feel as this right here. It says, it's just olive green and black. I don't know if that's, looks more like olive drab to me because it's a darker color. Because this right here, depending on what website you go to, this right here is labeled as moss and black or olive and black. And they look, you know, I'll show you this. This is moss microcord. So you tell me. I mean, that almost looks the same. Not quite. But like I say, depending on what supplier's website you go to, this cord is labeled as either moss and black or olive and black. So, you know, I really don't know which one it is. Because I'm going to go ahead and tell you, they don't have one moss and one olive. They all the same. The companies are just labeling them slightly different. It's the same cord. But that one right there, yeah, I like that one. And that customer of mine, I know he'll like that one. But that's what I got this week. A lot of greens and olives and blacks. That was kind of the thing. And I've got some stuff coming, like I say, from Paracord EU. I've got a couple of colors. I've got a reorder of this shockwave cord right here, I think. And, you know, a whole bunch of these buckles. I forget what else I've ordered from them. I don't know. We'll have to see when it gets here. But with all that said, I appreciate you watching. You know, as always, like, comment below. Let me know. That's what I want to know. Let me know how you store the bracelets that you've made for yourself, or you know the ones you've just messing around because I know we got a collection of bracelets, and I know I got some on display over here, and I've got a little drawer thing behind me, and it's full of them. But I kind of want to be able to, you know, put them on a display type thing. So, you know, every now and then I do have people come down here to my shop. Now, granted, it's a working shop, concrete floor, raw sheetrock wall, cinder block wall, because I am underground in the basement, you know, that kind of thing. But it's a shop, but people walk in here, they know, yeah, this is where he does his paracord. Because I got spools. Speaking of which, I've been saying I'll do this, and I most likely will. Just kind of do a brief video tour of my shop. It's not big or anything, but I've got all my spools hanging. That's what everybody's fascinated with. I've got my spools hanging from the ceiling, you know. Kind of looks like a jungle. You're walking out, all the cords hanging down. Looks like you're walking through the jungle and all the vines are hanging down, really, honestly. But I know I'm getting off track. Leave a comment. How do you store your bracelets? Do you just throw them in a box? You throw them in a drawer? You got a display stand? If you got a display stand, how'd you make it? What did you make it out of? I mean, are you a carpenter? Did you go that route? Because I'm not a carpenter. I figured I could just, you know, make some sort of makeshift wooden stand and potentially just buy some sticks of PVC pipe and stick on there or something like that. I got a little area over here in my shop that I could probably put it on. But let me know. Comment below. Give us a like. Give us a share. And all that. I appreciate you tuning in and watching. You got any questions? Leave them in the comments below. Got any suggestions on what you'd like me to see me do a tutorial on? Put it in the comment below. But I end this one like I end them all. Keep it neat, keep it clean, and keep it tight. Happy weaving, folks.